Broncos country, what's going on? Saw you earlier this week, and now I'm back. Teddy Bridgewater, Teddy versus Drew, round 1, part 2, because we got a little bit all 22. So my good buddy Ben Albright, I texted him before this, and I said, hey, did anything happen in practice today? Because Twitter was going kind of crazy about practice. I said, is there anything that happened in practice today that's like noteworthy? And he said, no, nothing really. It's walkthroughs, but Drew got a majority of reps with the ones. So I guess a lot of people are freaking out. Some people are saying it's not a big deal. Some people aren't. What I'm saying is I think the tape, the coach's tape, actually graded out a much bigger win for Drew. But what we're going to do is we're going to highlight some plays that we are either upgrading, downgrading, or plays that we just didn't have to begin with based on the coach's tape. So this is going to work in with part 1. So if you haven't watched part 1, you can watch it. But part 2 is going to be, hey, we're going to upgrade, downgrade plays, or we're adding plays that we hadn't seen before. Unfortunately, there's a lot of downgrades. So it's kind of sad, but I think you guys are going to like it. So if you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment below, and then also retweet this or put this out on Twitter or Facebook or whatever you guys use. Okay, cool. Let's jump into it. Okay, so we're starting with Teddy. And we have this as it's noted as okay. So what I mean is in the grades, I said, hey, this was okay. Really, it's bad. So this was one where I said on the TV copy, I couldn't really tell, but this is bad. So this is obviously 3rd and long. Okay, all the Broncos are doing is they're trying to say, hey, let's try to get a cheap one. If one of these corners, let me draw it for you. If one of these corners like sits down in cover 2, let's try to get a cheap one and hit this. Obviously, they're not going to do that. They're going to give sync with it being 3rd and long, but they have that on both sides. Really, the route you want to watch is right here. Okay, so if you watch this right now, watch how much space there actually is for this route. Okay, this in the NFL, this to this is wide open. This is not a window. You'll see from, this is not like blocking the view. You'll see from the tight. And I'm not going to lie to you. What do? We catch this ball to 7 and we have to get to the 5. I don't mind it as even an opportunity to convert. Or, hey, it puts us in a position where we're 4th and 2 now we're thinking about going for it. Instead, we take the check down and we get blasted and it's 4th and 10. We make the field goal, no doubt, but that's going to cost us at some point, okay? So watch. You can see Teddy's eyes go there. He knows he's supposed to rip it. This right now, ball needs to come out. Ball. And do not tell me that there's not a clear window, or do not tell me that it's getting blocked off by this. This is literally as good as it gets in the NFL. As easy as it gets in the NFL. Nope, check down. Boom, blasted. Plus, that guy just got a helmet in the back. So that went from okay. I graded it out as okay on the grades that were published on Mile High Report. Now, downgraded. That's bad. Okay? This is getting downgraded from bad to very bad. Okay? Broncos are just running simple boot here. Okay? Progression number 1 is this, we would call it an ultra high or a corner. Progression number 2 is the over route. Progression number 3 is the flat coming across the formation. Okay? This is your alert. The only time you throw this is if you get a D end way upfield or you get massive over pursuit. That's the only time you throw that alert. Okay? Boom. Play action. Great fake by Teddy. Let's give credit where credit is due. Great fake. Gets out of there. Obviously, 1 is covered, but I am confused on how we pass up that. That's literally as easy as it gets, okay? And then not to mention, we go to the alert that we're not even really supposed to go to unless it's like massive over pursuit, which it wasn't. Now, of course, did the play work out? Yeah, it did. It did work out. But again, this to me, we're starting to see a trend. And don't tell me there wasn't a freaking window. That's the thing. Like, there's windows all over this thing too. Okay? I think we're starting to see a trend of like, okay, well, I have it and it's in my progression, but here's a safer route. Here's this one again, downgraded from bad to very bad. Okay? Simple spacing concept. We're going 1, 2 to our flat route. Sorry I didn't draw it up. It's I think he stays in and I think it's just a swing. Okay? 1 to 2 to 3. That's it. We're going to downgrade this one from bad to very bad. I would have killed Drew over this last year. This would have been like, I would have beat him up on film and everybody else would have. We're wide open again. This is wide open again. We pass off it, and then not only do we pass it, but then we don't complete the curl. We throw it in the dirt. These are things that can't happen in the NFL. And not to mention, I think we almost dropped the snap, it looks like. Maybe that's why he was kind of feeling like a little panic from almost dropping the snap. Maybe that's why that happened. But again, we just can't, and we can't miss that inside. And I don't want to hear, oh, it was an in route. No, it wasn't. It's Hank to curl to swing. Hank to curl to flat, I mean. Now for Drew. I graded this out as bad, and we're going to up this to a good bad. We're upgrading bad from bad to good bad. Why? Because look at him talking to his O-line right here. He is clearly turning this line left. Okay? It's still bad because we missed KJ Hamler on the sail, and that's a completable ball. But I want to show you guys from the tight why this turn is so big. So what he went up to the line and said was he moved the line to where now they're going to account for these guys. So they're going to line turn here. Watch. They are line turning here. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then they're going to stay here. Big, big backside. Okay? Big, big right there. Okay? Why is that such a big deal? Well, third and short, a lot of teams get into double A, and they make you feel like, you know what, I need to go to a 5-0, 5-0 check, which means 5-on-5 on the biggest threats, turn a guy either him or him free, and then throw auto hot. That's what teams try to make you do. But a lot of teams bluff. There was something about this look that Drew had studied this offseason, or hey, he just got it throughout the game, whatever it was, that he said, you know what, we're going to go here, and I'm okay leaving this guy, and I'm going to put my back on him. A lot of you guys are like, well, we're going to put our back on him. That doesn't do anything, because if he's at the line of scrimmage and our back is at 6, that collision happens at 4. We still don't get the ball off. So he felt good enough to say, you know what, I'm turning this thing. Hey, 32, I bet you're not coming. And look what happens. Boom, it's a bluff look. They bail out of it. So now we saved ourselves an auto hot situation. Yeah, we still missed it, so that's not good, but we saved ourselves an auto hot. What I mean by auto hot is like we have to throw hot, right? It's an automatic hot. We saved ourselves an auto hot. If you can do that if you can do that on third down throughout the season, wow, we're going to be in good shape. This to me is so exciting. I'm going to let you guys watch the play. Sorry about that. I had to grab something off the floor. Tim, how could you possibly be excited? That's a -1 or no yard gain. Well, because we had a great can motion. What does can mean? It means we can motion this guy from outside. Here's the blocking, okay? Boom, we're here, we're double to here, we're here, and then we are 2-on-2 here, okay? Which means I don't have somebody for this front side safety. So that's when offensive coordinators like Pat Shermer put in, hey, can zip, meaning you can bring your Z in, you can zip to account for him, and then, you know, again, we'll still have a corner, but he's a little bit further outside. And what does Drew do? Bam, he does the can zip. Cans him down. Points at the guy too. Hey, let you have him. So now we're turning this guy free. I like that. Unfortunately for us, number 76 does a horrible job. This guy went from here, right? So let's call him the Will. Will walks out to here. Okay? Now it needs to be double out here. You got it? 76 goes chasing inside. The Will peels down and makes a great play. Watch. 76 chases a pinch. He should never. He needs to step out here. 52's on the pinch. And then all of a sudden we get the Will just, boom, working down the line, making a great play. But if he doesn't make the play, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're fighting hard enough in here to where we can squirt in there and have a positive play. Or hell, we bounce it out and we're one-on-one with a corner, and I don't mind that at all. So, to me, that's a upgraded from I didn't grade it to good, because it's a great can motion. I know you guys might not be excited about it, but I'm freaking juiced. And then the last thing I want to leave Broncos fans with was, hey, KJ Hamler's touchdown. We got a little X stop, Z post. It's just, watch 42. Watch how bad he gets baited. One with the run. Oh, and then now he's going to go, I'm going to get KJ. Yeah, right. I just thought this would be fun to end on. There's no grade change. It went from good to still good. Good to still good, but I just thought it'd be fun to watch. That's a bomb. That's cool. So anyways. Moral of the story in round 1, part 2, is that the separation was a lot bigger than I anticipated. Now, where was it? Well, I'd say we had Teddy graded at an 83, I believe. We'll probably drop him down to an 80, maybe a 79. So now we're talking about 8 to 9 point spread. That would, when Vic Fangio says, I'm dang close, I'm dadgummit darn close to make a decision. That's what I would assume it is because the internal grades were much higher than even my TV copy grades, and that's on me. But when you watch the TV copy, that's what you get. So, also exciting news for Broncos fans. I may or may not have been able to find a way to get the All-22. So, pretty exciting. Now that we have it, hopefully we get it next week too. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys next week. All right.